Hi, I'm Steve Shelburne, owner and operator of Shelburne RV here in beautiful Cleveland, Tennessee. Well, good morning. Happy May 1st to everybody. We're back here on a Monday morning getting ready to get busy. I got lots going on today. We've got basement air coming in today again. I'm like booked out with basement airs till the end of the month, like two every week. So that's good. Hopefully get a bunch of those people under control. So got that going on today. Got several on our list that we're going to touch on today. I'll show you where we're at on this roof job, getting close to having it finished up. But we're going to get rolling here this morning. Welcome back. One of the projects we got in the shop is this little E-Pro. Now, the customer brought this in and said that there was no power between, when he ran everything on shore power, this had power on. And you can see, if I'm pushing the buttons, there's nothing going on here. Now, he said when he runs on the battery, the jacks work, but there's no power in there, obviously, as you can see. So, as you can see right here, the jack is working. So we're good on that. So we got to figure out where we've lost our power between here and back to the coach. Now, I didn't find any battery disconnects, so we're going to get in here and start checking with a meter. So Dylan was able to go in there on that little camper and find that there was a fuse that was blown. So it was a very simple fix, but basically what was happening was it was working on shore power but not on battery because the line from the battery to the converter was popped. So he's got that, and they're pulling it down here now. So the customer dropped off this basement air a little while ago. Now this is the 6537-671 high capacitance. They don't make this anymore. Obviously, that's a problem. And then we got into it. This thing's rough as a corn cob. Look at that. It is nasty, nasty. So not quite sure what's going on. We haven't gotten compressor 2 to come on, but we're gonna have to do a little cleaning on here and then we'll get to diagging it some more. But that coil is very suspicious on how rotted out it is. So I don't know, we'll have to see what's going on and what the solution is. We're gonna get it cleaned out now. Well, I've been out here working on the new entrance to the campground. So there's our shop right there, and then this will be the entryway, and then the camp spot be right there. So trying to haul in some chert. We got lots of chert right there we've dug up, so we're gonna bring that in, build the road in right there, get it all packed in, and that'll be the new road for the campground. So been out here doing a little bit of work on that. Here on this Seneca this morning, and this one here had a soft floor in the bathroom. So as you can see, that's where we're at with that. So we'll show you more as we get into this. Well, it happened again. There's another one, actually fell off the jack legs and broke the whole back end out of it. So we're gonna get it unloaded. Okay, so the next project we got is Lewis is working on an older Winnebago Journey. The outdoor fan's all locked up on the basement air. So he's got that pulled out. He did test it. It is a bad basement air, so he's working on that at the moment. See what's going on with that. I'll take you in there and show you what's going on. So Mr. Adrian's in here. He's got this floor, and you can see what we've done. We had a beam here and a beam there, and there's a beam over here, and he was able to frame this up. And so now we're going to go in here with the lumber and get this all squared away where it'll hold the weight. Okay, so the Journey basement air, Lewis has got it back in. It did have a bad outdoor fan motor. Of course, we updated the capacitor while we're in there, and obviously updated the bearing, the outdoor bearing. So he's got a little bit of duct work that we got to do. Now, we've talked about this in the past. We're actually going to pull this off here and reach up in there, but yeah, that's got some tape work and all that to do. So we're going to get on that in the morning. Okay, so I've got this compressor in here, and I had to do a little bit of a tubing modification to get that LG compressor to fit in there. But this thing's just been, it's been really nasty. Had to do a lot of cleaning. Of course, the copper's really, some of it's really, really bad from years. But I've got the compressor in it. We've got a little bit of pressure on it now. Just check for pressure leaks. Tomorrow, we're going to vacuum it down and get it charged up and ready to test. So yeah, there's another slide in that got destroyed. This one here had a lot of rot in the back, and he unloaded it out of his truck, and to the ground it went. So it's an older one, probably not even worth fixing, but yeah, it did a number on that. You can see what it did to it. So yeah, that one, he actually ended up giving it to me because he didn't want to fix it. Of course, obviously it's gonna cost more money than what it's worth, so not sure what I'm gonna do with it yet. It may get the excavator taken to it, sent off to the scrap man, but it'll sit right there for now. But there you go, another one destroyed. All right, so Mr. Lewis has got this basement air back in this journey. Now we did test run it for a few minutes, and it ran, and then it actually shut off. And so we got to doing some digging, and the gentleman actually had the indoor filter was completely plugged up, so it was tripping out on the indoor freeze sensor. So now that he's got that all done, everything's working good. We had about a 24-degree differential. Now Lewis did go back there and fix that ductwork we showed you in the other video, got that all fixed up, so we're good to go on this one. Boys are working on this big Providence. They got that generator with the bad inverter panel, so they're getting it put back on. As you can see, the whole nose is still off it, because that's the only way we could do that. So once they get it all bolted up and put back in, they're going to put the nose back on. Okay, so we're back here on the Seneca this morning. Now, Mr. Adrian's been in here working a day or so, and you saw how bad that floor was. Now, we went and got some of this flooring right here, which actually kind of brightens the bathroom up. You know, this other vinyl was so dark in here. I kind of like it. It looks really good, but we've got everything patched in. He's got the toilet to get back in this morning, and you can see we went around the border, put a nice sealant line around there, turned out good. So Mr. Adrian's going to get this toilet back in this morning, and we're going to get this one sent on its way. Okay, so this Fleetwood Providence that we got back from Cummins that had the bad board and all in there, you saw us talk about this before. Well, the customer didn't want Cummins to install the board, and he didn't want us to install the board, so he installed it himself. Well, remember, Cummins' logic is if there's no power, there's no reason for the generator to run. Well, the customer brought it up to us, and we hooked it up. He had it hooked up his own fuel system. He started it up, ran it ran good, so we went ahead and installed it. Well, then we get to troubleshooting, and we've got no power in the coach. Well, I don't know if you can see. Okay, so the white wire back here is the neutral, which would come in on this terminus. This one here is green, as you can see back there. Well, he's actually got 120 volt power on the white neutral, which should never happen. So power on the neutral is a bad thing. So the guys got to checking it. They had their 120 volts on the two black, line 1, line 2, but they had 120 on the white. And so obviously when he installed that board, something's not just quite right. Now, shame on us. I guess I should have put a meter on it and checked all that before I put it in. But again, Cummins' logic is if it's got power, it's running. Right now I have the white tied into the safety ground, so I'm about to call the customer and have a conversation with him, because again, remember, that whole front bonnet's got to come off, and then get the generator out to see what he did wrong on that. So, you know, again, one of those things where we should have installed the board, or you know, he should have paid Cummins the $3,000 they wanted to install the board. But obviously there's something that's crossed, so we're gonna have to dive into that. Okay, so we got the Seneca floor in the bathroom all finished up. So all the new flooring's in, got everything sealed, the toilet's back in place. So this one here is ready to head back out to its owner. Okay, so the boys have a Blackstone bumper pull that came in with a water heater that didn't get winterized correctly, and it has busted, and there's water going everywhere. Now this one here is the Gerard version 2. I'm not a fan. Of course, you guys know that I like my Airstream products. So we will be going in here and changing this out with the new ST60 that Suburban now produces. So we're going to get that in here and test it and see how it does. So Mr. Lewis has finished up with this Airstream restoration. Now, We just got done doing a water test on all the systems. We had a few leaks, but we got that all squared away. So I'll go in here and kind of show you what we got going on. But this thing is done, ready to ship out. Now, I love that light. That light was perfect. It fit in there good. Looks nice. So Mr. Lewis has got this all done. This was quite the restoration. Of course, the customer is very, very happy. Now, we did get the chair installed, so that way him and his wife, if they got to take a shower, they can sit down in there. Now, one other thing I do have to get, and I'll get it over the weekend, he wanted a grab bar, so I do have to put a grab bar in there. But other than that, everything turned out awesome. It was quite the work to get that done. Did the bathroom renovation. We did an update to the new style Coleman 15,000, so he'll be nice and cool in here. So this one here is ready to ship out to the customer. Well, that's going to finish us up here this week at Shelburne RV. Thanks for watching. I enjoyed everybody's comments from last week. Please keep sending the comments. I like hearing your opinions. I don't mind replying to a lot of that stuff. Hope everybody has a great weekend. And remember, this video is Cousin Gary approved. Take care.